Tonight we've got ourselves an exciting Division 3 match. We're having Godalions Celeritas against Rocket Core Pluto. Going to be some exciting stuff, seeing two of some of the top teams in that division facing off today. But before we dive any further into it, we've got to introduce ourselves. Of course, my name is Stellar, and joining me in the casting booth is the one and only Dennis. How are you today, man?
I'm doing great, Stella. It's great to be here on this Wednesday evening. Today we have a Division 3 match. As you said, it's RC Pluto taking up against Godalions Celeritas, first against third. And if you have a quick look on both teams, you see RC Pluto, they already are in first place. And even if they lose today, they still remain that first spot. So nothing to play for them, actually. So that they are just first place and ending up in first place. But for Godalions Celeritas, however, they can still drop down to fourth place if they only lose with 3-0 here. They already secured playoffs. Both teams are going to playoffs here in Division 3. But definitely for Godalions Celeritas, if they lose here with 3-0, they are facing Rocket Core Pluto in the playoffs. And they really do not want to be like that. Because if they lose it with 3-0 and they face Rocket Core Pluto again, it's going to be a really hard task for them. And then No Hope Crimson will play RV Forest Green in the other semi-final of the playoffs. But yeah, Godalions Celeritas, they still have something to play for, but only if they lose with 3-0, they will go down to fourth place. Still making playoffs, but playing RC Pluto again, same matchup as you're about to get in now. RC Pluto, first place. It's going to be a real good series. So, Stella, I think it's just time to go to predictions. What's your thought on this matchup?
All right, well, based on the standings, even though they don't have much to play for, as you mentioned, I'm going to go with Rocket Core Pluto on this one. They are first place for a reason, only losing a single series this season, but they've looked very impressive. They promoted up from Div 4 last season, and they're still smashing it here in Division 3, so I think they're going to come out with the dub here over Godalions Celeritas. Even though they've not got anything to play for, even if they, lose 3-0 here, they're still going to be first. So they might just have some more fun with it. But I think they still want to go for the win, so I've got them. So what do you think, Dennis, about this?
Well, I think, Rocket Core Pluto, they have a great season so far, but they lost the last series in Week 8, I believe, against No Hope Crimson. So they maybe have a bit of a downfall since they were 7-0, now they're 7-1. And Godalions Celeritas, of course, they have something to play for. So I think I'm just going for Godalions Celeritas as the underdogs here. I think I'm just going for a 3-2 here. They will try to give everything they can to get this series to their hands. So Godalions Celeritas, I think they're gonna win this. Rocket Core Pluto would be going 7-2 then, and Godalions Celeritas will still remain in that third spot here in Division 3. But before we go into the match, I want you guys to just, grab a snack, grab a drink. I think it's just time to get into the match right now. I see all the people in the lobby now, so I think it's just time to get into game one of this great matchup between Rocket Core Pluto and Godalions Celeritas. So enjoy yourselves and have a fun stream.
Yeah, have fun indeed. We're going to get the players going here for this best of 5 matchup. Gonna see if Godalions Celeritas can push themselves further up in the standings. Or you can see Rocket Core Pluto taking another one in their final series. As that is the way to start it. Blitzly, what a flick is the top shelf. And they've got themselves an opening goal here.
Straight from the kickoff. Great kickoff by Kevster. And then Blitzly with a great flick as well into the top corner. Nothing the defenders of Godalions Celeritas could do there. 4 seconds in only. And already a quick lead there. RC Pluto with a banging start of this series.
A banging start at that. What a quality shot. And it only took them 4 seconds, so that's just Rocket Core Pluto showing what they are made of. Now, it's up to the Godalions side to make a response. So you see Aero trying to take this out of his own corner. Does do so successfully, as now Rocket Core Pluto do have some control here. He runs Blitzleague, trying to put it into the centre. Does decides not to pounce onto that. Allows Aero to get a clear down the field. So Hunter does get a bump on the defender there. It does cause a little bit of panic on the RC side as Hunter tries to cross it. Kev does get a demo there. We'll put this one up and trying to go for a shot maybe. No, it's off the backboard and Aero does get a touch try, but now it's Java with a shooting chance and what a bump from Blitz to take the defender out. That's then extending the lead now, Dennis.
Yeah, Blitz there with a great block. Yeah, it was Blitz on Robo. I think Robo was a bit late, even though he got bumped. He was a bit late there in defense, but it's a great bump. Either way, RC Pluto with another goal, and they look very strong already here in game one. Only 50 seconds in, 2 goals up already. They have a really good start of this series, trying to keep it to their side, to keep the momentum. And as I say that, Jarvis with the 3rd goal, great solo play by him. Defenders of Godalions Celeritas can't do anything against him. Sir Hunter goes up, but just can't get a hit on the ball on the side of the crossbar. And it's 3-0 already in favor of RC Pluto.
Yeah, no one really contesting that ball down, and this gives Jarvis the space he needs to make that play. 3-0 for RC Pluto already. 1 minute in, Godalions. Just looking like a bit of a mess right now, if I'm being honest with you, but you've got all the time in the world to come back into this. See Kev putting this one into the corner. Robo's got a bit of control here, but Blitz will just shut that one down. So we see Hunter playing this one into the corner, looking for a second touch maybe. That's not what you want though, and tries to bypass it to Aero, who just manages to get a touch. Now we're seeing Robo getting this one into the middle. Hunter pouncing onto that one and gives Jarvis a bit of control. He's got a little bit of space to work with. So Aero shuts that down onto the backboard, but no one's there to collect it. So we see Robo, not the best touch in the world there. Hunter has to hang back a little bit. Just patiently waiting for the ball to come to him. Now Hunter, oh dear, there's not the touch you want to see for him, and just lets Aero go for it. We'll see, he just goes hunting for players. So this one into the centre. It is a great chance here. Robo with the shot, and they will finally score as the RC Pluto defense is broken down.
Yeah, finally we see an offensive from the Celeritas. The first shot of the game, and it goes in. Robo with a decent shot. The defenders of RC Pluto were not in goal. But yeah, maybe we can see a comeback at Godalions Celeritas. At least it's a good beginning from them now. Getting at least 1 goal, not letting RC Pluto score the 4th. Still 3 minutes to be played in this game. Only 2 goals it needs for Godalions Celeritas to take this game to an overtime. But they really need some offensively, because RC Pluto, so far, they've been pretty solid so far on offense. And you know, I can't see really Godalions Celeritas coming back, even though they just got a goal. They really need more offenses. Getting some pressure on the RC Pluto side, because right now it's more RC Pluto just offending and not much pressure from the Godalions Celeritas side.
Yeah, you said it right there, really. The RC Pluto side has been all over them so far, and you know, the Godalions, I think they look really timid on the attack, to be honest. You know, when there is a chance to push the ball, there's just no one there to really go and get it. It just seems, you know, like there's one person pushing forward, the other 2 aren't really supporting. And so yeah, they do need to get themselves more involved in the attack. We'll come back into it. You know, 1 goal is a start, but can't see them getting back into this one at this rate. That's another demo on the defender from Jarvis, but the shot they're going at, and that is an own goal. Oh dear, Hunter, that's gotta hurt. As that's the 4th goal there for RC Pluto with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, again a great demo there in goal, but still Hunter very unfortunate on that, trying to clear it out, but it did not work for him. And now they're down with 3 again. 2 minutes still to be played, but 3 goes down. That's not the position you want to be in. The Godalions Celeritas need some offenses now, and not let RC Pluto attack like they're doing now. And it's Blitzly again with the great goal, just straight from the kickoff. Puts it up himself. Arrow is just too late with jumping for that, and it's a great finish from Blitzly. And exactly now, 2 minutes still to be played, and Godalions Celeritas are down with 4 goals in this game 1.
Yeah, 4 goal deficit. There's no way they can come back with the way they've been playing. But I mean, RC Pluto just doing it all on the attack there. And with that last goal, Blitzly, yeah, it was just extra control and speed on that. Arrow, as you said, just too late to the ball. Needs to go up for that earlier and close down the space. Otherwise, Blitz will just have an easy time getting it in. That's another chance, but what a save from Arrow. As this one's going back down the field, an open net. Hunter, I think he was considering redirecting that, but there's no need as Robo does it himself and gets a 2nd goal on the board for the Godalions side.
Yeah, Robo at least 1 goal, and they down with 3 again. Great finish from him after we saw a miss from the redirect there from one of the Godalions Celeritas players, but 1.5 minutes still. Godalions Celeritas still down with 3, but Robo, 2nd goal on his name already. Seems like he's the striker. Again, a shot from him. But yeah, it's he pretty much needs the support from his teammates as well. I haven't really seen much from Sir Hunter so far. I think he just needs to be a bit more pressuring on the RC Pluto side. Haven't seen him much with the ball yet. It's here really unfortunately from Arrow. But yeah, it's Godalions Celeritas really under the pressure from RC Pluto. And I can't see a change in this game. Maybe next game, but I would say this game definitely would go to RC Pluto Stella.
Yeah, without a doubt, really. You know, I think at this point, the Godalions side, they just need to consider what do we do better for next game. And you know, my answer really is just try to force the issue a lot more. You know, it doesn't seem a lot of the players are getting too involved with the attack. It's just Robo so far has been doing it all for them. And, you know, so really that's what they got to do. Get all three in the attack, maybe go for those passing plays and just get in the face of RC Pluto, because as you can see right now, if they're given the space to do what they want, then they will take it, and they're going to be banging in goals. So they've gotten 5 this game. And, you know, this game has been a pure battering, to be honest, but I'm sure Godalions, they can sort it out for the next game. As we see half a minute left, we'll see if they can salvage anything from this one. As Kev now trying to make a play on his own. It's a good stop from Aero. So now he's going to try to take this one out. Blitz contesting it. Here comes Robo, just trying to clear it out onto the sidewall. The Yaris will surely get that. So we see Hunter just trying to take this one for a dribble, but Yaris just wins the challenge as the clock runs down. RC Pluto winning game 1 here in very convincing fashion, and they're going to be looking really strong going into the remainder of this series. So yeah, you can see from the stats, you know, this RC Pluto, they've been really dominant on that attack. You know, 9 shots to 5, you know, it's nothing to scoff at. You know, there's, yeah, over 50% shot accuracy, which, to be fair, in Rocket League, that's actually a pretty impressive statistic. So, Dennis, going into this next game, what are we thinking? What do Godalions need to change? Because, you know, a change of some sort has got to come, otherwise they're just going to be shut out in this series.
Yeah, definitely. They need some more pressure on the RC Pluto side and just connecting more, because it was pretty much a one-man show for Godalions Celeritas. If it was not Aero, it was Robo just getting into offense. But definitely, they need to connect more with each other, because, of course, you can't just solo play a first-place team out of Division 3 area. You just can't solo play them out. So they definitely need some more connections. RC Pluto, we've seen some good plays by them. They're connecting quite well, and that's exactly what Godalions Celeritas need to do, because they didn't really have any pressure in the game so far. And definitely going into game 2, they definitely do not want to let Rocket Car Pluto go into match point already in game 3. So Godalions Celeritas trying to equalize the series here after this game. Game 2 about to get underway. So yeah, great game about to come up.
Yeah, indeed. And we did mention Sir Hunter not getting that involved in the mean. Though I'm not really one that's, you know, too big on stats, you know, 54 points, that really shows how little involvement Sir Hunter really had in that game. I mean, you know, when the camera was on him, I could see he just seemed a little bit lost. He wasn't really in the most effective positions for his team. So I would like to see him, you know, just trying to get a lot more involved in the play, because he seems to be a bit like the odd one out in this team at the moment. So let's see what he can do as we're kicking off for the second game of the series. 1-0 to RC Pluto. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going. As you see Kev with the infield pass to Yaris, he's got a little bit of space to work with. There's now Aero taking this one to the opposing corner. Blitz has missed that clear, and now his Hunter's done. He's trying to bait in Kev, which I like the idea of that, but doesn't really get him anywhere. So Robo, a good challenge there, trying to push the ball up the field. You see Blitz on that. Aero actually manages to get a piece of it and moves it into the center, but no one is there to receive that pass. Let's see, Jara's trying to take this one down the field. Got Kev to work with in the midfield, but he was bombed off of it, so couldn't really get it to where he wanted to. So Robo gets donged by Blitz, and it still ends up in the RC Pluto corner. So Aero bumping his own team, and that's not what you want. So Hunter now, they're trying to bait a challenge there. As the first minute has come and gone, it's looking a bit more even this game, Dennis. But still, Godalions looking a little bit, you know, like a cluster, if you will. You know, they're looking quite confused, to be honest, of what they're supposed to do. You know, we saw a team bomb there, and it just seems like they're not there to receive, you know, those chances. Because really, so far, Godalions, whilst they have more of the attacking pressure, they've not managed to do a good job at creating quality chances out of it.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see them getting a bit more into offense, like you say, but definitely it's not a great team play so far. Not a great team play we've seen from the Godalions Celeritas side. But as I say, the Aero with a great shot, getting it past the defender. And Godalions Celeritas, as we just said, they're back into the series. A great play there by Aero, great shot. Literally not a good positioning by him, should have been back post. But 1.5 minutes in, Godalions Celeritas, very good lead by them, and trying to get this game to their hands, because last game they're trying to forget that. Now it's just they are trying to get this game to their hands. Already a great start from them here, but now they're just gonna defend this, trying to get them, maybe trying to score more goals here. Would be good for them, but Godalions Celeritas, yeah, they had not a great game in game 1. Now we've seen some good plays by them already. try to get more on offense. Definitely better than in the first game, Stella.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You know, even though they're still not getting the most quality chances, they're still trying to force the issue more. But as I say that, here comes Kevstar with a goal of his own, tying it up. And really, Dennis, this didn't take long, and that was a quality shot at that to get the equaliser.
Yeah, it is Kevstar. I know him a bit, and he definitely is a great player, especially for Division 3 standards. And this exactly shows why. Great double tap here in just getting rid past the defenders with the Celeritas. And it's all tied up here again. 3 minutes to go. It's RC Pluto with a correct response from them, and now it's the Celeritas trying to get a goal back. Oh yeah, as I say, the arrow just gets the second goal just straight from there. I did not see that incoming. Just getting from the back wall. Jarvis can't really get it safe, just gets into the goal, but leaves the front post open. And that's a second for Godalions Celeritas. Quick response by them as well, and now they're up with 1 goal against Stella.
Yeah, again, and that was a good shot from Aero, just, you know, managed to get himself round the ball down, finding the angle into the near post, so very well done from him. Really being the man on the attack here in this game, as SC Jarvis always got a great chance. You're looking for that second touch, you can't get it, and what a save from Sora Hunter. I'm really, you know, impressed with how he's stepping up as well, making some, you know, cracking saves so far. And that's another one added to his tally, as now he's trying to take his one down the field. It's off the back when here comes Bobo, can't find the angle. Hunter trying to put it back into the box for Aero, but a great save again from Jarvis, and there's a bit of panic on the defense here of RC Pluto. Hunter's shot going high, but there's the exit demos coming out, and then they're going to try reset here, pass back into Aero, take this one to the skies. What can he do with it? He is blocked up by Jarvis, as now we see Hunter with a centre there, and Kev finally clears that. A great spell on the attack there from the Godalions, and it's really showing how their confidence has stepped up in this game, Dennis.
Yeah, definitely, their confidence has stepped up much, you know, very much since the last game. They're doing a really good job getting much more on offense. Just, you know, RC Pluto maybe underestimated them since the first game, but now they're just back into the series. Still 1 goal up, but they're getting some offenses though. Still, it's RC Pluto. They're not letting down the offense either. They're just trying to keep on the offense. And therefore, the Celeritas need to, you know, maybe work on the defense. Even though we saw a few saves, it's still, you know, they gotta defend the lead right now as much as they can. Still 1 minute to go for the Celeritas side. And definitely a very, you know, very good lead by them, but they can't lose it. RC Pluto, a very dangerous side in offense we saw in game 1. So let's see how this game 2 will end.
Yeah, you got to keep the attack going, really. You know, you've got to always think that the game is at 0-0. That's the best mentality. You want to keep on scoring, and as I say that, here comes Sir Hunter slamming that one into the top shelf. And yeah, there we go. We wanted more offense out of Godalions, and they provided it. Just look at that, capitalizing off of that really well. 3-1 now for Godalions, and they're looking poised to tie up the series now.
Yeah, great to see from the Godalions Celeritas side. They are back into the series, still 2 goals up, 50 seconds to go. They really do not want to lose it now, but it looks like this game is theirs. I think they've been the opposite, the better side there now in this game too, as we see a great demo there, and that's a goal, Blitz League, again, just from a demo there in goal. It's RC Pluto scoring that. Jarvis with a great demo, Blitz League from his own half, getting the ball into the net. Arrow can't save that, maybe just couldn't see it because of the smoke, but there it is. Only 1 goal down now. RC Pluto, 37 seconds to go for them, and really, maybe they can get back themselves into this game, but 30 seconds should be enough for 1 goal, especially because the offense of them are great so far. But now they just gotta try to get the ball onto the half of Godalions Celeritas, and yeah, not trying to let them score again on you. So 70 seconds to go. It's yeah, let's see if RC Pluto can come back again.
And we see Jarvis there, he's popping the ball high there, but Kev decides not to go for it. The Godalions all need to do is take the ball out, and with a double commit like that on RC Pluto's side, it's not looking like they can get back into it. Now, 1-0 seconds, Robok getting a challenge on that one, and I don't think Kev can reach it. Godalions Celeritas, they have done it, they have secured a game. That means they will be guaranteed at least start now, as they've got in 1 game, which will help them in the game differential, but they will look to push on here, try to get themselves into second. But this is a step in the right direction, Dennis. I'm very impressed by how they've played in this game, and it makes the series a lot more interesting, because I was doubting them after the first game. And so really, as we go on this series, it's going to look to be yeah, really spicy as we continue on.
Yeah, definitely. Celeritas will be very happy with that win because that secures them the 3rd spot in Division 3 going into the playoffs. But now, just both teams will still want to take the win here. We saw a great game from RC Pluto in the first game, and now Celeritas just come back here to get this game to their hands. Series equalized. Very good stuff by Celeritas because, as you said, I also doubted them after the first game, but they stepped up very well in the second game. So game 3, it could go both ways here. I think this game was a really close game, and it could have gone any way. But in the end, it was Godalions Celeritas taking this game with 1 goal over RC Pluto. But now, yeah, in game 3, everything can happen. And it's a game of who's going to be into match point going into game 4. Will it be Godalions Celeritas or will it be RC Pluto? Let's see in game 3.
Yeah, we will see. It's tough to call because, you know, both teams have shown their capabilities, you know, across the field there, and, you know, Godalions stepping up there. It could be a bit scary for the Rocket Core side, but we will see how we go on. As all the players are ready now, we will be getting ourselves into game 3 of the series. Let's see who can get onto match point, as you said, Dennis. As we are now kicking off, Kev managing to win that kickoff. Will be Sir Hunter putting it into the centre. Arrow can't land a touch in it, sadly, but now we see Robo trying to take control of it, but this could be really dangerous. The defence is a bit scrambled for Godalions as now. Sir Hunter taking his time, and that one is pinching towards the net. Can Blitz get back in time? No! The cross-field banger coming out from Sir Hunter, and Godalions looking to continue momentum with the first goal.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate from Jarvis. He just gets in the way from the clear, and then it just gets in from the pros. It's very unlucky for RC Pluto. But Godalions Celeritas are back in the lead again. After that game 2, they pick up the momentum again. Only 60 seconds it took for them to get the first goal of this game 3. Great stuff by them. And RC Pluto will try to get the equalizer as soon as possible. We saw some great responses early on in this series already. But now it's RC Pluto trying to get back into this game. They all want to go down, but still enough time for them to get back into this game. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And yeah, it's a great start from Godalions Celeritas.
Yeah, a great start indeed, but I mean, any time in the world is enough time if you decide of RC Pluto. We know their capabilities on the attack, so 4 minutes, definitely enough time to get back into it, but if the defence is left exposed like that, it could be trouble there, but it is a block for Jaras. Was a good setup from the Godalions side though, as that Arrow's looking to push on. He's looking for a second touch, rolls it into the box. Now he's looking to centre it again. Maybe even taking himself actually. Is this thing going for a flip reset? Oh my. Trying to go for those fancy plays, but will not amount to anything just yet. As our Arrow, here he comes again. Not a lot of players to work with, as he beats the ball by Jarvis. It's now Robo taking a shot, a double commit on the side of RC Pluto, but it will allow them time to reset. It's now Sir Hunter putting this into the centre. Blitz picking this ball up, trying to get this one to the side. Arrow now picking it up again and winning that 50-50. This could be a really good chance for them, but great work by Blitz to get it out. And now into the centre. This net is actually open, but I don't think Robo realised Jarvis will get onto it. And really the prolonged pressure here on the side of Godalions. This just, you know, almost contrasts the way they played in the first game, where they looked really hesitant. But in this game, I'm noticing they're playing super aggressive. But as I say that, Blitz League, it only took him one chance, and he has scored. The equaliser coming in for RC Pluto.
Yeah, it's a great shot, great area from him, putting it past the defenders of Godalions. And there it is, the equaliser for RC Pluto. Great shot from Blitz League, getting in his team back into this game. Only, you know, it's just only 3 minutes. But definitely, it can go both ways. Godalions had a great start, but now it is RC Pluto getting the second goal. Blitz League is having a really good few 10 seconds here. 2 goals on his name in the past 10 seconds. And again, a demo there from Jarvis. And the Godalions Celeritas players really have to watch out for him in defense, because Jarvis, he looks like he's going for demos all the time into defense of Godalions. So definitely gotta watch out for that. But it puts RC Pluto up with 1. Only 10 seconds for them. It took for them, but now it's now it's RC Pluto in the lead, and the Godalions Celeritas, they have to keep up the offense. And yeah, Godalions Celeritas not really a worse game, but definitely they can work on their maybe defense, maybe on the accuracy as well a bit, because yeah, we see some offensive by them, but They just gotta finish some of those chances, and definitely that's what you need there, because against a side like RC Pluto, you just can't miss all those chances, and you just have to put those chances into goals. Still 2 minutes though for the Godalion side to get this game to their hands. As I say, the Cavs, they gets the third for RC Pluto. Definitely a great comeback from them, being 1 goal down. Now Cavs just gets it into the top corner. Nothing the defender could do there. Well, actually, there was a defender. Jarvis was just the one in goal for the Aussie Pluto side. No defender there, but definitely great shot there from Gasta, putting Aussie Pluto up with 2 here. 2 minutes remain. That Celeritas need some goals here right now, Stella.
Yeah, they do indeed. And we mentioned Jarvis. I just seen him going for defenders all day. It's like he's bringing out his inner virtuoso almost. But I think that, you know, going for demos does work for RC Pluto, because, you know, you get rid of defenders and then it's just easy goals for them, really. It sounds simpler, you know, it's easier said than done, but I like how Jarvis is going for that, because, you know, it's a great way to play the game, and, you know, at this level you wouldn't expect teams to be able to counter it too easily. So as to say, it's a minute and a half left, a 3-1 lead here for RC Pluto, as now Godalions looking to try to get back into it. A weak shot on net for Robo. So you see Kev, not a lot of booster work, but they're going to try to take his time. Jarvis takes it off of him, which allows Aero a chance here, but he just takes a shot straight to the defender, tries to contest it. Blitz though, standing his ground on the line. As now see Blitz trying to put it into the centre. Here comes Kev looking for a potential shot, aiming for that top corner, but it will not amount to anything. Still RC Pluto trying to get another goal here potentially. Blitz had a chance off the post. So Aero trying to take this one out, but doesn't read the bounce. Kev now trying to take it on his own. Got the boost to get to that one, but it is just wide again. As now see Aero, he's got a one-on-one situation. He's actually not going for the defender, the blitzing, but he just takes it right past him. Great stuff from Aero all on his own, and has given a breath of life for the Godalion side in this game.
Yeah, Arrow, he just drove past the ball. I thought he would have missed, and Blitzling would have thought the same if I watched his defense. But definitely Arrow with a, you know, a good shot there in the end. Just putting off Blitz in defense with a great 1-for-1 situation in for his side. And they are just 1 down again, 43 seconds. Definitely a close game so far. And now the Godalions, they need some offense now. Need to get into the offensive pressure, just like they're doing right now. Will it go in? No, it's not. But definitely, we see some great stuff from the Godalion side right now. Getting into offense, that's definitely what they need. 25 seconds to go, Stella. Now Godalions, they really need some offense.
Yeah, indeed. They had a little bit of stint of offense there, but now they've got to push here. They've got 15 seconds to try equalise in this game. So Blitz trying to take it upfield. Kev has a shooting chance, but what a pre-jump there from Hunter. Maybe a little bit lucky there, but he does manage to get the block at least. As now, final chance here, Robo trying to get it out, and now Aero, he needs to keep it up. No boost though. They're still keeping it up in the air, so it is possible for them to get back into it, but now Jarvis is just trying to kill it. This one will potentially touch the ground. Hunter though keeps it onto the wall, and now trying to just it down the field. He does get a pinch. This could actually work out for them as Aero puts it high. As now Robo cannot get up to it though, and they're still keeping it alive. They really want to get the equaliser here, but I think now Jarvis clearing it into the middle. Aero's actually waiting for this, but there's the touch onto the ground. RC Pluto 2-1 up in this series onto match point, and you know, they had a bit of a scare at the end there, I would say, with Godalions getting a late goal, but they still hold on. So now we're going to be moving on to game 4. Dennis, what do you think Godalions got to do here to turn the series in their favour? Because it wasn't a bad game for them necessarily, but there's definitely things they could be doing better.
Yeah, you know, they got 8 shots this game and only 2 goals. That's not a great accuracy from them. And also, they were 1 goal up, but in the end just lost that one with 3 goals getting scored by RC Pluto. And then in the end, they got 1 goal back, but in the end, it was not enough to get this game to their hands. But definitely some accuracy and offense is definitely what they need in the next games. Because without accuracy, you're not going to win this series. So yeah, accuracy is definitely something they got to work on. RC Pluto, they just gotta do what they're doing right now. Sometimes you see a little mistake from them in defense, but definitely in the end it's still RC Pluto. There's some quality here in Division 3, getting them here in a 2-1 situation. Match point for them against the 3rd place Godalions Celeritas. So as we see it, server just went down, so we just wait a little bit for game 4. But if you would have to make a prediction, Stella, will you think it's going to go to a game 5, or will RC Pluto get this game to their hands?
Well, we have to have a bit of a pattern here, otherwise I'll be really, really annoyed. So I want Godalions Celeritas to win this next game just to see the game 5, because then it will be win-loss, win-loss. So that's what I want. But like seriously, I think they will. I think they could come back in this 4th game. They've shown that they, even after getting, a bit thrown around in the 1st game, they managed to keep their heads, come back into it, and grab a win. So I think they could do the same thing here. You mentioned their shooting percentage. 8 shots and 2 goals out of that, 25%. It's not awful, really, but you would hope that they could do a little bit better. I do agree, they had plenty of chances in that game there. They just couldn't finish it, and had great, spells of pressure as well. So if they can just finish those shots and get more, quality chances, then I think they will be able to bring us the 5th game and maybe even win the series. Because what they've shown to me is that they can play at RC Pluto's level, who are undoubtedly the best team in the league here. So I think that's what they got to do here going into this 4th game. Let's see if they can bring this one to the 5th and final game of the series. As we are now getting started, going to be let's see if we will get a game 5 out of this. There's a win the kickoff here for the Godalion side, but Kev is taking Robo right out of the air there. Now Arrow into the middle. There's going to be no defender there, and understandably so, as now we see Joris get this one into the opposing corner. Arrow deciding not to go for it though, allows Robo to go for it, but now see Blitzley going for a double tap, but Arrow will shut it down. It's a Robo, a high touch. Hunter has to go for this, puts it into the side, looking to follow it up, but a great bump by Joris again. We see him just going for bump after bump, and it's been just a pain in the backside for the side of Godalions. As now Kev trying to put that one down for a teammate potentially, but Hunter will get onto it. It's now Jaras. He's taken out of the sky. Here comes Hunter. He does get beat out by Kev, so looking for a second touch to centre it, but he doesn't reach a downward bounce. Now Blitz onto the backboard. Hunter now looking to try to take control of this. He could maybe take this one himself actually, but Kev is not fooled by that potential fake, I guess you could call it. Now Robo trying to push this one down the field. Jaras now looking for a shot. This one's going to be going wide. A good save from Arrow to at least get to the side into safety. But so far, RC Pluto having more of the pressure here, Dennis. Godalions not seeming to have too many problems defending all these chances.
Yeah, it's some pressure there is for RC Pluto, but it are not great chances. It is just some slumpy shots going onto the net, or just a little bit wide, and then Celeritas just can save those pretty easily, but definitely they can't just stuck into their own half, because you're not gonna get some goals out of that. And also Pluto, they are in match point, so definitely Godalions need to get out of their half a bit more than just what we saw in the last 1.5 minutes. But definitely we can maybe see some offenses, because it's been quite inconsistent the way how Godalions has been offending so far. Sometimes they just have the chances, as I say, that Jarius gets the first goal of this game on this name here with a good flick, I think, just over Sir Hunter into the top corner. But yeah, as I say, Godalions Celeritas, they just sometimes have the moments where they have some offense and pressure also Pluto really well, but then sometimes they just are pushed back way too much, and they just all three into the goal, just stuck into the goal. Definitely in a situation like this, you can't let that happen. And also Pluto, they just keep on going with offenses, and until now, the last 2 minutes of this game has been all RC Pluto, Stella.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Dennis. You mentioned that stuff about just giving RC Pluto too much space. I noticed that too many times for Godalions, where all through the players that they're holding back a bit too much, and you need someone to be challenging that ball, because Jaras, he had all the space he needed for that flick, and the challenge came in too late, and he wasn't able to get over 2 defenders. So you need someone getting on that ball and shutting down his opportunities, because you just can't be giving them away like that. As we have half the game left to go. Robo looking for a shot here. What a banger. Kev getting that one out the side. Hunter though has a chance to keep the offense going. Let's get it back into Arrow, who now has a solo play opportunity. Looking for that flip reset, but cannot get anything out of it. So Kev, not a lot of boost of work. We're looking to force a 50. Robo does win that as our Hunter pushing up onto it, but he decides not to bounce on that chance. So Arrow dropping it down, getting a flick over another. He has an open net, but no boost of work, where then Jaras won't get back in time. You now see Blitz trying to drop it down. Robo putting that one towards the net. Hunter has a shooting chance though into the bottom corner. The defense of RC Pluto overwhelmed, and you do get themselves back into this game, Dennis.
Yeah, Blizzly got a really strange recovery there, putting him up onto the back wall. That's definitely not a position you want to be in. But that's a good equalizer there. Sir Hansa with the goal under his name. It's all equalized here again. Definitely. Godalions Celeritas trying to get some more offenses now, trying to get back into the game. A goal will definitely help that. They just try to keep the momentum on their side here in this game 4, trying to push the series to a game 5. So yeah, if they can keep up the offense, Stella, I think they can make it to game 5 here.
Yeah, for sure. If they get more of those chances, then definitely they can make it to game 5. A minute and a half to go. Let's see if they can do it. They've been slowly gaining more confidence in this game, and honestly, people are looking to have struggled a lot in the defensive end. As you do see Aero looking to get onto this ball. What can he do with it? Looks like he's going to just try to take it down the side. He's got Hunter in the midfield to work with. He's going to try to flick over to him, but too much power on it. Hunter can still at least get a touch into the centre, but Jara's now beating out Robo. Aero now all the way back, an infield pass. Kevstar top shelf. Very well played from RC Pluto. You love to see these kind of plays, and this is why they're considered the best team in Division 3, Dennis.
Yeah, great connection there. Jared with the pass to Gasta. Gasta with a great shot into the top corner, getting the second for RC Pluto. And with only 1 minute left in this game, it could be the last minute of this World Series. And RC Pluto just defends that net, then it will be 3-1 to RC Pluto in this series. And that would mean RC Pluto will take the series in a game 5 fashion. But still 50 seconds for Godalions to get back into this series, get back into this game as well. They had a good equalizer, but they just fell off again. Now they're just stuck in defense again. They need to get out here because RC Pluto, they keep on offending. Definitely, they've been just so good in offense here. Definitely very well here in Division 3. And of course, we see both teams going into playoffs, so we can definitely expect a lot from both teams here in place, especially here from RC Pluto.
Yeah, for sure. As there's 15 seconds left, another chance here coming out for the side of Godalions. They have attacking pressure here, but the boost seems to be low. Aero though, what a touch into the centre. John's going to pick it up now. Hunter, he had the chance there, but now Robo just trying to get this one out. Hunter into the centre. Here comes Aero for the 0-second shot, but no height on it, and it will touch the ground. RC Pluto close out this series 3-1. Very well played by them. And yeah, even though it didn't mean much to RC Pluto, they win the final game of the season. They will be securing first place. As for the Godalions team, I believe they will be remaining in third off the result of that. So yeah, winning 3-1, they will remain in third place here, which isn't an awful result. You know, they could have dropped down to 4 and have to rematch these guys again. So yeah, that is a good result here for RC Pluto, really solidifying their status as the best team going into the Division 3 playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. RC Pluto, straight coming from Division 4 last season, just showing their mark. First place it is for them. And yeah, as well, they had nothing to play for, but still they beat Godalions Celeritas with a 3-1 fashion here. Very great stuff by them. Very great offenses we saw from RC Pluto getting into playoffs. And Godalions Celeritas as well. They will be playing RV Forest Green, I think that is. Yeah, RV Forest Green are in second place, and RC Pluto will play Noah Crimson in the Division 3 playoffs. So definitely both teams really excited to watch out for. I think the playoffs will be in around 2-3 weeks, the Division 3 playoffs. So yeah, definitely something to watch out for, especially Rocket Cup Pluto with the great offenses. It's been a pleasure to watch, and yeah, expected to see a lot from these both teams here in the playoffs, Stella.
Yeah, for sure. And just a reminder of when the Div 3 playoffs are, if anyone is interested, they'll be happening on Sunday, the 24th of May. And if I just bring up my calendar here, yeah, that's actually going to be at the end of next week. So super exciting stuff. So you will not want to miss that. If you like seeing these teams play, then you'll get to see both of them playing again. But yeah, that's the playoff bracket decided. It will be RC Pluto against Uno Crimson, and also ILV Forest Green against Godalions Celeritas. So really, I could actually see both of these teams facing off in the finals again, because I believe Godalions Celeritas did beat ILV Forest Green, so they have that going for them. And of course, RC Pluto, I think they also beat Noah Crimson. So yeah, this is good. It's going to be great to see them playing again in the Div 3 playoffs. Maybe I'll get to cast it. We'll see. So yeah, looking really good. And yeah, can't wait to see how Division 3 will conclude. RC Pluto, even though they are the strongest team right now, you never know what could happen in a playoff situation when the stakes are a lot higher.
Yeah, definitely. It's just in the playoffs, it gets maybe a bit more nerves. Of course, more viewers in the playoffs when being on stream, and maybe you know the all the players here just get a bit on the nerves. Of course, maybe they have not been on stream much. Maybe Rocket Cup Pluto and the Godalions Celeritas side have been on stream today, so maybe that works out a bit before the other two teams. It can be maybe a bit more difficult being on stream, getting a bit more pressure on you. Just so many watches, but definitely it's been a great series today. Definitely just good to see Godalions getting at least a game from that series, putting themselves into a third place spot, facing the RLV Forest Green side in the Division 3 playoffs. But I think that's it for today. We don't have any other matches on schedule. Tomorrow, I know there will be another game. I think it will be a Champions Division match between Unknown Esports Evasive and Team 517. I think we are the classes for that as well, Stella. So it's definitely something to watch out for.
Yeah, I was going to cast it, but I can't anymore because, I have a match at that time, sadly. I would have loved to cast it, but you'll be seeing at least Dennis and someone else. We don't know yet. You'll have to find out tomorrow. But yeah, be sure to watch that. The Champions Division, the top division we have here, and two great sides going at it again. On the Esports Evasive with Team 517. I'll have a quick look to see where they both stand in their conference, actually. On the Esports Evasive, they're in first, and I think they're pretty much secured playoffs. That's with Team 517. It's not 100% confirmed as of yet. Any one of Luxor, Zypher, and Team 517 could make it into playoffs. But it's the last match of the season for both of them, so you will not want to miss that match. I guarantee that. But yeah, it was also a great end to the season because that was the final game for Division 3. We still got more games to go in other divisions, but that's all Division 3 games done. So yeah, it was a great match to end on. But the rest of this week, we're hoping to have more streams, more matches to show you guys, and especially in the Champions Division at the top level, we're going to see some top quality matches coming out. So yeah, going to be super exciting to see. But I think we'll just end off there as we have nothing else to really show you guys. So like I say, thank you very much, Dennis, firstly for joining me in the casting booth. It's much appreciated. Great to have you around. And of course, thanks to Kurtz in the background who is running the stream. Can't forget about him, has done an excellent job as well. And well played to the teams, of course. And thanks to everyone who came out to watch the stream. I think we peaked at almost 50 viewers, which for a Div 3 game is incredible, honestly. So thank you all very much. And yeah, that'll do for today's stream. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and we will hope to see you guys tomorrow. We will hopefully have another stream. So yeah, see you guys and have a good night.